Good evening, everybody. This is Crystal with Crystal's Creations Wyckoff. How are you guys all doing this wonderful Sunday evening? Hopefully, some of you around here are staying nice and dry. Hopefully, it's not too crazy hot where you are all at. We finally had a cool off today. Finally. I'm like, yay. Today ended up being a high of 82 degrees in Westminster, Colorado. And we just recently had, during Monica Taylor's live, we had a major, in some spots, not the whole town of Westminster got this much rain, but in our neighborhood, in the Shaw Heights area, in our little tiny area, I would say we got about 2 inches of rain in less than 30 minutes. And I posted 2 videos on Facebook. My first video, I was able to open the front door and show a really quick video, and the rest of it went white on me, so I don't know what happened, but you are able to see some of it. So some of you that are my friends, you can see me showing you how much it is raining out the front door. And then I did another video where it shows how much it rained by looking out the back window of my craft room window. So it's got a lot of rain, and we supposedly have more coming in certain areas. And boy, do I have been feeling the pressure all day, where it feels like, sometimes a lot of us have certain issues, and I don't know if a lot of you get that, where you feel the barometric pressure changing. And sometimes I feel, and I'm sure you guys feel the same way sometimes, where it feels like you're being hammered down into the ground, and it's like duh, 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 duh. That's how it feels for me. But anyways, enough of that. But it was kind of nice to get some much needed rain, because we've been needing it, because we've been in a drought situation. So it was kind of nice to get some really good rain. But up in the mountains, though, we've had some mudslides, I guess, yesterday, and some warnings for mudslides today, and some people in the area kind of went up in the hills that they probably shouldn't have, and they were warned. And I know a lot of people went up there, and they're probably told on the news to stay home, but do a lot of people listen? No. But they just go anyways for fun. So, that's how it is. And because, they tell you, hey, be forewarned, there might be some mudslides, and we don't want you getting caught in it. So, but we wanted to go, but, it would have been fun to go up there, because I wanted to go up there and look at all the wonderful, beautiful wildflowers. But, once you hear of the mudslides, big chance of mudslides and stuff happening, and I'm like, I don't want to be washed away by a mudslide. Nope. So anyways, enough of that wonderful wild rain story. We are going to make a card, because yesterday I was doing a live with Elizabeth Costa Rogers. There was quite a few of us on her thing last night with Elizabeth, and I was working on this snowman pop-up card, and the first time I messed up and it fell apart. So this has a 13 die set, and I don't think I've ever done a video on this yet. I've seen it done on YouTube, but I thought I would finally venture out there and try and do a video on this, since it's still July. And we can still do Christmas cards in July. Christmas in July. So, I finally got mine to work yesterday. And I've done it before, and it's done just fine. So here's the one I did last night. And the first time I did this snowman, and this one was too big. He's just too big. So we're going to use him for a bigger card for a 5x7. So I finished this one this morning and posted it in my Facebook group. So there's that one. So I still would recommend heavier cardstock. So that is what I'm going to do. So you close it and it flattens it up, open it. It just, I don't know. I still don't like the way it looks. I mean, it looks good on the outside and the rest of the decorations look great, but just this part, if you look at it, it just, I don't know, it doesn't look very good. And that part right there doesn't look very good. I'm afraid this is going to fall apart. So, and this was one that my friend Tony made, I do believe, because she gave me this set. So this is one she made. So see how that one looks? That's how that's supposed to be. And how that looks, it looks so much better. So I'm trying to get it to where it looks like that. So you have to really work with your cardstock and your card and all that. So that is what we're going to do. So I'm going to lower my thing so you guys can see. Okay. So I'm going to read the directions. Okay. If I can read, because if you look, it's really tiny. I mean, really tiny. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's really small. Oh, no, you can't see that. I'm sorry. But it's really small. Really small right there. So I'm going to read it. So I'm going to fold this down and I'm going to read it. So, well, if I can see what I'm reading. So I've got all the snowman parts cut out already, just to try and save us time and everything. And if I can get everything organized, that is. Okay, so I got all that. Okay. Okay, the pop-up lower level. So use the pop-up die over the fold of a card making sure the alignment nubs are directly over the fold, which I did. So as you can see here, I did my die. So this is the die that you put over this, okay? Over this to get this part. And you have to really work this. You gotta squeeze it in to get that to fold. And squeeze it that way. See how I got that to fold in on all sides. And get that to work. And now, since we already did that part, okay. So now that we've done that, making sure the alignment nubs are directly over the fold. Fold the card in half and then work the diagonal folds to train them. Return everything to its original position and open the card, which we did. Okay. Okay, now pop up upper level, which I believe is this, and that is this die. So that is what this die is. This is the pop-up level here. Okay. Which I've already cut one out. Okay. Pinch and bring the two areas of the pop-up base forward. Die cut an upper platform arm, fold it in half, and attach the tabs to each end of the base, lined up with the flat edges. Add a circle to the front of the platform. Glue the pop-up card into a larger backing card. Oh, okay. Now you're getting too far ahead of me there, directions. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece here, okay? And you want to make sure that you have some of these pinched up because you're not going to put this all the way on, okay? And now we're going to take some double-sided tape. Now I know it says glue, but trust me, this double-sided tape is a little bit stronger. And I cannot find my red double-sided tape, my see-through tape, because that would be a little bit stronger to hold. So I'm just going to use a tiny piece of this. And I scratched a couple lottery tickets. I got lottery scratchings all over the place now. So now I'm going to take my, I don't know if you guys can see this very good, because I'm having a hard time doing this. So I'm putting my tape right here. Okay, can you guys kind of see where I put that tape right there? But you want to make sure that it's not in the fold, but right there. Can you guys see that? Okay, so now we're going to take another piece. So where it's right here, we're going to put, so we have tape here, we're going to put another piece on this side. So where it's diagonally from each other. Okay, tape. Tape. Okay. All right. So now I have a tiny piece poking over the edge of each one. So I'm going to take my little junky scissors and kind of trim this off on both sides a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Okay. And now let's do this side a little bit. Let's see if I can get in there and get that side off a little bit. Hard. I think I got it. Okay. I think I got it. Good enough. Okay. Tape and tape. Okay. So now we're going to take our things here. So now we're going to peel our double-sided tape. And you can use glue if you want. Now, I find if I use glue, I have a tougher time with it. It's just easier for me to use tape. So you're going to take this part that's folded up. You're not going to put that flat down. You're going to put this part flat down. So I'm going to find my sticky part. Without putting it over the fold, because you don't want it going on the fold. So now we have that right here. Okay. So now we're going to peel this piece off. Easier said than done. Okay. Got that off. So now the same thing with this. You see how I have this folded in, a little indented a little bit. We're going to take this one and feel our sticky. Make sure I'm not over the fold line. There we go. Just like that. Okay. So this should work. So let's close this. Let's see, this should work. Come on. We gotta kind of work this in a little bit. Flatness should. Oh, see, this one just came off on me. It's not supposed to do that. Okay. All right. Okay, so that might work. Okay, there we go. There we go. I got it to work. Good. Yay, it's working. Okay, so now we can build our snowman, or I can use this one that I already built. But you guys probably want to see me build a snowman, okay? So let's go ahead and build a snowman. So here is one base, the bottom base, okay? And then here is our middle base. So we're going to go ahead and glue this. Ow. Ah, lottery. Thought I got all this stuff off of here. Everywhere. I kind of want to keep some of that visible because I like that beautiful color. So pretty. So these circle dice come with a kit by Karen Berniston, and I was playing with it last night, and I think like 3 or 4 of the gals bought it. You can get it on Amazon. I do not have an affiliate link for it or anything. It is a fun kit to play with. Yeah. Kids like it. Adults love it. I mean, you can make it for adults, you can make it for kids. Actually, you can find better detailed instructions and video and project ideas at karenberniston.com/instructions. So if you do not like my instructions on how to do this, then please don't hesitate to go over to her instructions. So now we're going to use a black circle for the 3rd layer and glue his face on. Okay? And then we're going to kind of go through, as we don't want him to have a Now before I put his face on, I'm going to put wait. Yeah. So now we're going to put his top hat on. And before we do that, we're going to do a green one, I think, this time, instead of red. This is just one this time. Is it up or down? I can't remember. I think this one goes down. Yeah. Of course, try not to put too much glue on it. This is that foiled red and green cardstock. I got this at Michael's, I think, last year. Came in a 50 pack, and I think I have plenty of scraps of it left, so I've been using. So there's the hat, and now we're going to add a snowflake to it, and a little bit darker one. So there's his hat, his top hat. Okay. So now we're going to add his top hat on. So I'm just gluing the bottom portion of the hat, and we're going to glue it to the top of his head, or however you want to put it on. You want to tilt it, you can tilt his top hat if you want. And now we need to put his carrot nose on. And what did I do with my gem picker tool? Because I might need a little help with the carrot nose. No. Okay. As I had this doubled up, and I want to make sure that this is just one nose and not two noses. Okay. That one doesn't have a whole lot of detail on it. Oops. Okay. I think that one's just one. So, I'm going to put a little drop of glue about right there. That's all it needs. And then I'm going to angle his nose. And it's okay if it goes over one of his pieces of his mouth, one of the circles on his mouth. That is okay if that does that. So he is taking shape slowly but surely. So now we need his arms. So we're going to have to get his arms. I'm going to make sure we do this right, because here is his body. Okay, one arm. And two arms. Okay. So I'm going to kind of space this out a little bit. Okay, now we're going to put foam tape on him. And what I do, there it is. Okay. Always seems to have foam tape on his head. Just his head. Not anywhere else. Okay. So now you want to make sure that you're covering the tops of his arms when you're putting this on. Okay. That looks pretty good. Okay. So let's go ahead and glue his arms on. So about right there. Okay, so there's one. Now let's get this one on. I suppose I should have used my tweezers for this. Would have been a whole lot better. So actually today, what I did earlier today, guys, what did I do? I branded my YouTube. Since I reached over 100 subscribers, or whatever you want to call it, not branded, but I was able to change my URL. So once you get over 100 subscribers, once you reach 100 or more, you're able to change your URL so you don't have that really long letters and numbers and everything else on YouTube. So now we're going to put his head on. Oops. So my foam tape kind of sticks out a little bit. So you know what we can do to make this not sticky? Is we take our embossing tool and we just put a little bit of this on there, and this makes it unsticky. There we go. Now it's not sticky no more. So now we're going to take 3, so I'm going to get this die set out of my way for a minute. We're going to take 3 black gems real quick. And what did I do with my... sorry guys. Didn't mean to cause an earthquake. I don't know what I did with my tweezers. I don't know if I have them over here, if I threw them back in here. I have a pair of gem picking tweezers. I don't know if I threw them back in here or not. I don't think I can put them back in here. I didn't put them back in here. Oh no, where did I put them? Oops, sorry again. I am causing an earthquake. There goes everything falling off of everything. The desk is falling apart. No. Sure. Can only be one place. Gotta be somewhere around here. Oh, I found it. It's right here. I knew it was around here somewhere. So I'm gonna grab, so apparently some of my pink ones got in here. So he's got what, 3 charcoal, buttons, 1, 2. Yeah, so some of my pink ones got mixed in here, and trying to dig through here to make sure that I got black. I don't need that many. Okay. You go back in there. I feel like I'm doing like gem surgery, you know? Like, I don't know if that's upside right or not. I can't tell. These black ones are really hard to tell if they're upside right or upside down. I don't think that one was... There, now I think I got it. So let me check one more time. Okay, I got it. So this is really one of the... These black ones are a pain because they're black on the bottom too. They're hard to tell. I mean, you can tell, but because they're not as shiny. I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't flip upside down on me and that foamy stuff. Come on. Don't. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to glue these. Okay. But we're going to glue them better than that. Okay. Did you just... Okay. Okay. Yeah. This is definitely intricate. These gems are so tiny. So I got these off of Amazon. These ones are all colored. I got these like a long time ago, like last year. Definitely a year ago. And it came with, let's see, came with these clear ones. Came with this tool. And it came with this. So this all came as a set, but I got this like over a year ago. So, and it came in these. But the other day, I went to grab these out of my drawer, and these fell upside down on the floor, and the lids came open, and I had a bunch of little tiny colored gems that fell all over the floor. So I lost quite a few of my colored ones. Not a whole lot, but I wasn't about to pick them all up and try and put them back in the containers, but it's like, it's a loss, but that's okay. You know, things happen. You know, it's like, it's okay. All right, so let's finish this card, shall we? So now, oh no, it came undone again. Darn it. You know what? We're going to have to put glue on this for reinforcement. So that is what we're going to have to do. I'm just going to put glue on this, you guys. All right. So I'm putting glue on this because it is being a butt. I'm sorry for that language, but I am getting upset. But, but yeah. Okay, so this we're gonna have to glue it a little bit, and please don't come undone again. Okay. Have to work this again. Okay, flatten down. Okay, it'll probably do its thing. So now we're gonna put this snowman just above this fold line right here. So we're gonna put it up here, okay? So that's where it's gonna go. So I'm gonna put some glue . I'm just trying to hold it on for a second and get it to hold dry. It's fairly hard, so it doesn't take long at all to dry. Okay. So there we go. So watch this. I'm going to close it. So there it goes. Okay, so now we're going to put it in this card, okay? So now we're going to put it in this one, and we're not going to glue this part down, okay? We cannot glue this part down. Glue everything else down, but not this part. Okay? So now, I just got to make sure not to glue that part down. Okay. I want to make sure that that's going to be in the fold line. And I want to make sure that this is even too. It's another problem. I want to make sure that I am even. Because I have this at 6. It's a 5x7 card, but the inside is set at what did I cut this down to? 6 by 4 3/4, I believe, is what I cut it down to. So the main card is 5x7, and then the inside white part is 6 by 4 3/4. Okay. Now we got this part done. Now we got to decorate it. So now this should work if I close it. Okay, you ready? Are you ready to see it? So now it's closed. I was able to do a bigger card. This should have worked. It worked. Here we go. So don't be afraid to play with it a little bit. Smash it down a little bit. So there you go. So you ready? Boom. Snowflake sticks out a little bit, but I may have to trim that down. That's okay. Okay, so let's decorate the front of our card. Okay. So I have some paper here, some Christmas paper that I cut out from some of the stuff that I got from that one gal. So I'm going to go with this one because I like this. And I cut this down to, what did I cut this down to? I cut this down to 6.5 by 4.5 is what I cut this down to. So we're going to glue this on as well. Okay. Okay, and now I'm going to add, so I cut these wreath things out with some of my dies. So I thought about adding some of these just because they look pretty, but I don't know if that would be too much or too little. My dies kind of chopped them up a little bit. This one looks the better of the three. So I'm going to I don't know. I don't know if I like those ones or not. And then I have these things too that I got for the inside that came with it. So now we can kind of decorate the inside too. So, and I have some extra squares. Or we can add this actually to the outside called Merry and Bright. So we can put this on. So I think this will look good. So that'll look good actually. So let's glue this on real quick. Da, da, da. I just realized I forgot to pick something up today from the pharmacy. Oh no. Always something. Okay, that looks pretty even, Steven. That actually looks really good with this. I like it. Much better than my other idea that I had in my head. And then, I wonder, what do you think? Ooh, yeah. Yep. I like that too. So then we're going to add one of these little circle things. Oh yeah. Oh, that looks really pretty. Doesn't that look beautiful? Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. Okay. So now let's see, what can we do on the inside? I don't have like two of everything. So, but I could do this one. Oh, it's not the same length, you guys. So, we're going to be different. This doesn't fit. So, you know what? I'm just going to finish this card offline because none of these fit. They're not big enough because this came from a 6.5 inch size cardstock book. I'm gonna have to go through my 12 by 12 inch cardstock book and get some stuff. I was not thinking. So I will finish decorating this offline and we will go from there. So there is that card. So what do? Open it up. Whee! Open it up. Whee! There you go, guys. All right, I'll finish this later. I will post it on Instagram and in my Facebook group. Other than that, I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Love ya.